Hey guys, Hook to Clash here, and as you can see on my screen here, we went up against Nishang Dance and they perfected us. I think I did a perfect war from Nishang Dance on my channel about a week ago, and here's another one. I'm actually going to burn every single one of my team's bases today. They're not going to love me. It got streamed anyway, so they were burnt regardless, and just show you, but the point of this is just to show you guys what Nishang Dance are doing and give you an in-depth look at how they took down our bases. So let's get into the first hit here, and this was the Inferno Drag Skelly comp that's just been destroying the meta at the moment. And honestly, I'm gonna start practicing with this in FC soon. I cannot recommend this strategy enough. It's just insane. I haven't seen it fail in a competitive war. Now, I haven't been watching as many competitive wars lately, but regardless, I have not seen this fail in just the little experience I've had with it. It's just destroying bases like this. These bases with like the triple singles that you'll often find are like baiting the Blizzard Lalo sort of strats without the multi. It seems to absolutely wreck them. And just look at what he's doing. At the start, you could see the Skelly spells used initially on the deployment. Yet again, the early Warden ability, like an E-Drag hit, honestly. And he's just mowing through the base slowly here. Look how he brought 7 loons and 1 baby drag for the town hall. Didn't bring the drag because he wanted the 7 loons to guarantee with the rage it took down the town hall. That's the only rage he has in this army composition, by the way. The rest is just freeze and skellies. And look how much is up. And look, most importantly, he hasn't deployed the Royal Champion. And he won't deploy the Royal Champion. This is absolutely crushed, and I honestly can't tell you why this strategy is so good. I can't. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It's just there appears to just not be enough damage on the base to take down all of the Inferno Drags when you can tank all the singles, all the heroes, and it's just really air defenses and Teslas shooting your troops. So try out this strategy, honestly. It doesn't seem like the most high skill sort of composition. It's just about getting your Skelly spells right, and then you'll be on the path to success. This is my base here. This base is actually held really well, to be honest. This is a base I built. Does the job for the most part. But Nishang Gents don't care if you defend against other clans. They're not going to let you defend against them. So came in with the Blizzard for the Town Hall. This is sort of the normal thing I've seen on this base. But we deliberately set this up to stop this sort of hit then with a Lalo. But Sue here from Nishang Dance doesn't come in with the Lalo, comes in with the drags, and you'll see why in a second. So gets good value from the Blizzard there. Doesn't deal with the CC, but he'll do that easily enough. So as you can see, he's got like, this is the Gaku Drag composition. And what I like most about this hit is the patience. And because with Blizzard Lalo, time's kind of a big enemy of yours, honestly. I've personally had a lot of Blizzard Lalos where you time fail. But with this one, with the Gaku Drag attack, it's not as big a thing because look at the time he's going to invest in just dealing with this hound. He doesn't want this hound going anywhere near his drags because obviously when he puts down his heroes to funnel the drags, the hound will fly across and go across the drags path as he's coming in from like, he's going to come in from like this area on the base. So he invests a drag as well. He invests so much time and space and the poison in dealing with this lava hound here, and once it's dealt with, he's going to start the drags. Pretty thin spread there because obviously, as you can see, it's a really nice pathing through the base. Now, it wouldn't be very nice pathing for a Lalo as much, but for the drags, this is where they go so much better than the Blizzard Lalo does. And look at what the King and Queen are going to do. They're just going to keep going the entire way around the base. And look, he didn't put down these King and Queen before he put down the drags. He put them down with. They're all moving together as one force. And what this does is often the drags will take a little bit more damage from this, but the heroes will survive longer. And the heroes are actually going to clutch this hit here. Because as you can see, the drags are still going reasonably strong, but he has used most of his spells. The RC is doing a great job on the bottom side. Basically 1v1ing my scatter shot there. So nicely done by her. We have the Tesla farm by the single here, which actually is a bit troublesome for his king and really slows him up. But unfortunately, this queen can actually reach the single from here, and she's still got her ability, and she's going to just push through the back end. So that's why you kind of, with these sort of attacks, you want the king and queen to be moving with the drags where they can, because if they can do that, then they will survive to the end of the raid. And as you can see here, it's not an overkill by any means, But there was never really any doubt in my mind that Nishang Dens were going to triple that one. We're going to move into Elliots Defense here. And as you can see, they're coming in with a Super Witch attack here. So, going to start the Warden Walk at 4 o'clock. And what I really like about this is, as you can see, because he zaps that Arch Tower, his Warden's not taking much damage at all. In fact, he's taking none. Deliberately doesn't activate the Town Hall with the Quake, by the way. But look, he is still hanging on to 2 of his healers, because there's no point in deploying them now. He doesn't need them on the Warden. The only reason he would is if a Tesla farm popped there, but obviously it hadn't. So there's no need to put those extra healers down. What he's going to do is once he deploys his Super Witches, he's going to deploy his healers now. And this ensures that he has at least have some healers on his main troops going into the base. Because obviously the worst thing with these sort of attack strategies, basically any spam, right, where you have healers, is when the healers don't switch to your main troop, whether it be Yetis, Pekkers, Super Witches, all of those. But by doing this and saving some of his healers to deploy specifically onto his Witches, he ensures he's going to have at least like 2 healers immediately on his Witches at the start. Because obviously there's nothing worse than having nothing switch and your Witches, or particularly Yetis is the main one, are dead before you even get into the base. As you can see, he's just being very patient here. I don't think he's even used a rage yet. He's just being very patient with his entrance into the base. Got a bunch of Super Witches. He actually has a few split here, and these few that split are actually going to get destroyed. The Warden nearly follows them for a second, but comes back thanks to the Queen more so than anything. But those 2 Super Witches, you can see them out of the corner of the screen there. They're actually going to get pretty wrecked, honestly. But despite that, he's still going to push through because he's just got so many big boys on the top of the base. The RC's helping them out. He has kind of just gutted the core. I'm very interested, and you will note this here. As you can see, this jump deliberately didn't open it up. If he wanted to open it up, he would have. But he wanted all the troops to go around the base and stay together. Look at that. He only just used his Warden ability. For a while during this attack in the live war, I thought he was going to try and swag his Warden. That's how comprehensively he was destroying this base. He was probably thinking about it for a while, that he'd be able to swag it. But it does actually get a little bit closer towards the end. Still not the closest though. He's got a few big boys up. He's got his Queen. He doesn't have any Super Witches. But like, if he used his Warden earlier, he definitely could have kept some of them alive. But why use your Warden? Who needs it anyway, right? And Tian coming in with a really nice Super Witch hit there. So we're going to move into the next one on SLS's base here. And they're coming in with the, well, not a go wipe, just with a wipe, right? With the Wizards and the Pekkers. And then the healers are essentially the equivalent of the Golem in the sense that they ensure that there's plenty of tanking available. And this hit was super nice. And you're going to see something here that you don't see in a lot of attacks of this style. You see it more commonly in like hybrid attacks in Legends. But GYY decides to use it with this wipe attack here. And what he's going to do, so he starts the Queen there, uses the bowler to funnel, which is really nice. And essentially what he's going to do is he's going to walk his Queen around the Town Hall here. He has no interest in getting that. He's going to enter with his main force just through there, obviously go through the open wall. And then he's going to use his King to go and get the Town Hall just by himself. Like I said, you see this a lot in like hybrid in Legends, but you don't really see it, in my opinion, as much with these wipe attacks. But obviously they've been grinding the Legends, and it shows off here because this is just a really nice entry. Takes his time yet again, but they're not in a rush. They know with this wipe attack that you can get rid of, well, you can ironically wipe the base out very quickly. So as you can see, Queen's around doing her thing. Now another thing to note is obviously with the Super Wizard nerf post update, the biggest thing I was told, honestly, from a player experience, was that these sort of attacks, like the Super Wizards in like a spammy kill squad attacks, was the one that was being nerfed the most. Not as much the Blizzard Lalo, but you'll see in this attack, and I actually think the next one, that Nishang Dance are still getting great use out of it here. There goes the second Rage down, and the Warden, just a great Warden ability there. King's going to go in and solo the Town Hall. The Pekka's still doing great work on the top side, even without the King helping it out. Obviously, you normally have the King and the Pekka. But look, the King wouldn't have done anything, honestly. The King just would have been overkill on that top side. So why invest the King there when you can use him to get something like the Town Hall and ensure that your troops don't have to deal with it. Obviously, the Pekkers get hit pretty hard by the Town Hall, not just from the damage, but the slow effect of it. His King's still going, by the way. There was no damage by the Town Hall, so there was no risk of just using your King for it. And this King's just doing fabulous work. I don't think he quite gets the single, but look how much of the base he gutted. Just keeps all of his troops together. He still has 4 Pekkers up, and he only brought 4 Pekkers to this attack. I think he may have had a 5th one in the siege barracks, actually. So he's lost 1 of his 5 Pekkers. Oh no. So this is just crushed, honestly. Look at that. He's only just used his RC ability now. She kind of ignores the single, which is a little unfortunate for him there. But we can skip through the end of this, because this was just nice to watch. And then the last attack was on Nicholas's base here. And he comes in with, yet again, another Super Wiz. Look at that. It's basically the same comp. I didn't even have to move the drawings on the bottom of the screen. The Pekkers and the Wizards are in the same spot. That's kind of funny. Anyways, we'll move through this Warden Walk quickly. As you can all see the plan from here, he's going to Warden Walk at 3. And then you actually use the log launcher from sort of the 1 o'clock area and see if they can push through the base. So I think he wanted the Warden to get the scatter, but this Tesla farm actually does a great job of pulling the Warden away from it. So he actually gives up on the scatter shot here, I believe. No, I was wrong. I take that back. He did not give up on the scatter shot. I thought when I was watching this live, that's what happened. As you can see, coming in with the log launcher, it's going to open up the entire base here. Has a few Coco Loons to just get rid of the Stems in the area. But look at that. The healers had switched off the Warden, and he actually has to pop the Warden ability, I think a little bit earlier than he was intending. I don't think he was going to save it for the Town Hall, because obviously Pekkers can take the damage from the Town Hall. You'd rather them not, but they can do that. But look how far he makes it through the base. The log launcher is still going, and it's done so much damage to this Town Hall. So look at it. The Queen takes 2 shots at it. The Pekkers don't even make it to the Town Hall. That's how much damage the log launcher have done to it, and that's obviously one of the big benefits of the log launcher over the wall wrecker. If you can protect it, you'll be pretty good. Look at all those healers die on the right side of the screen. Super unfortunate there for Li Fang, but yeah, look, it's a triple. He's still got the RC. She takes out the scatter shot. Queen takes out the bottom side. Yet again, not a lot of their hits, bar that one on Sir, absolutely wrecked the base, but I don't think there was a single hit here today that they did that I thought was going to fail, and that's why they came in with the perfect war there. So as you can see, we put up a pretty good score, honestly. I came in with the last attack and failed, so we were looking like getting a 14-star war potentially. Elliots was a 92, so it was really close. So like, we very easily could have put up 14. I don't think I could have tripled my hit, so, but like, we very easily could have put up 14. But that's not enough versus Nishang Dance. So I hope you all enjoyed the video today. Just seeing more of what Nishang Dance are doing, because I haven't seen them in a lot of community wars that are going around, but I can tell you they are hot at the moment. Keep an eye out for them, because they will be there or thereabouts this year. If you enjoyed the content, please subscribe and comment down below what you thought of it and how far you think Nishang Dance can go at the World Championships this year, should they be on. Anyways, love you all, and hopefully I see you soon.